Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Terraria. I would like to apologize for not doing a Terraria video for like 2 weeks now. Simply, events from last weekend kind of made me forget entirely about this game. So, well, I'm back now, and there's not much on the agenda. My entire focus will be just digging down towards the, hopefully the nether layer, and seeing if we can get the rest of the stuff we need for getting ready for hard mode. Besides that, not much else. Usually before I do hard mode, I do things like clear out as much of the corruption as possible, because in hard mode the corruption expands a lot more. Because it can expand through pretty much anything except for like dirt and mud. Actually, it pretty much expands through everything except mud, just about. So, if you leave it unchecked, it expands pretty far, and then they have enemies that can expand the corruption even further by spitting it out. But that's enough about that. So, once again, I apologize, and let's just get this started. That's right, I'm not even kidding. I'm just gonna dig straight down. Even if there is a clear path that I could possibly take. I'm not too worried about falling, because I have the precise lucky horseshoe. The only thing I'm really worried about is falling into lava, so if that happens, I probably will cry and rage quit. Because all my stuff will probably get burned up. And I right now have no means of it. Even if it didn't get burned up, it would be in the lava, and I wouldn't have any means of getting it out. Well, there are a few ways, but not very easy ways. I would take it off my bar, that mirror, but it really does save my butt from time to time. There we go. Generally this goes a lot faster if you have two people, because then you just have one person on focusing on hovering over one block while the other hovers on the other and just hold down the left mouse button. Dig real fast that way. I haven't touched this game since last time. The only thing I did was before I started this recording is I put away some of my stuff that we got from the dungeon crawl. We pretty much got everything out of that dungeon. There's not really much. There might be like maybe a room or two I might have missed, but overall the chests have pretty much the same things. And the only thing I really wanted from it was the Muramasa, which I'm not even using. But it's a material for making the best sword for pre-hard mode, which is why I'm also digging straight into the earth, because the other item we need to make the sword is another sword that we have to make. Oh, hello. Whatever. Okay. Trying to just make some light. Should make some right there. There we go. Actually, it is a good idea to get water to go with you when you go towards the nether, because you can actually send water right into the underworld and flood their lava. Makes it a little bit safer. It does also make things a little bit more difficult, because there's worms down there. They're skeleton worms that when they're underwater, they consider water ground, so they can turn freely inside it, and it makes it a little bit more difficult to fight them. Okay, I can't see. I need to some of these out. It's also possible to dig straight into the earth from the ocean and literally drain the entire ocean. It's pretty fun to do. It does make things a little bit easier for, like, you know, finding certain things. Alright, looks like that area's been flooded. I'm gonna go ahead and just ignore the copper. I'm not gonna... Oh, it's really only one material I need right now, and it's not copper. Yeah, got some drowning damage there, that's alright. Since I'm outside of combat, my health will start to regen eventually. Alright, we hit the next layer. Still got a long way to go. Unfortunately, my main house is on top of a hill, so we had to dig through a lot more just to get down to the next layer. But the material I can get from the nether, or the underworld, or whatever you wish to call it, we're gonna need a lot of it to make all the stuff we need. We need to make a new pick out of it, we need to make a sword out of it, we need to make armor out of it, we need to make a ham axe, which is a combination of a hammer and an axe, and there's also a bunch of drops we can get from there. One of them we're obviously gonna need in order to summon the boss down there. There are two bosses we haven't fought yet, besides the ones that are in hard mode. One is a random rare spawn, which is the king slime, which I'm not going to bother farming for, because it really is just me standing around with a candle in a flat area and hoping it spawns. The other is the wall of flesh, which is what you need to kill to get the hard mode to unlock. And once hard mode unlocks, it's pretty much going to be like starting anew. I'm going to be very vulnerable to all the enemies and stuff like that. It might not be so bad with this character simply because I've been focusing more on melee and ranged attacks rather than magic, which does make a difference as far as your amount of armor you have access to. Because my main character I played through this game with, I was a magician, and I used to use like everything that involved magic, which was oddly enough just a laser gun in most cases. But I'm hoping I'll have an easier time doing it with just an actual physical-based character. Some gold. That is gold. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get the gold. That is kind of worth my time. Just so I can get some more stuff later. I don't really have very much gold. I have gotten a few bars from chest and stuff, but other than that, it's not been too fantastic. And I do need it for at least one thing. There is one other fusion I would like to do, like fusing two items together, but I need to make another obsidian skull to do it. Which, conveniently enough, will have plenty of lava and obsidian to work with once we get down there. We're getting some gel. I haven't had gel in a while. This is probably the first playthrough I've ever had where I'm actually low on gel all the time. Simply because I just don't take time to go and kill slimes anymore. And since I don't go outdoors that often, usually when I'm outdoors it's at nighttime, so there's no slimes. Damage does add up. Okay, that hurt a bit. Hope I don't intend on exploring any of this anytime soon. Get out, get out. I wasn't expecting to re-pick that up. That was very annoying. There we go. This is on there. Just gonna go ahead and get that cobweb. Used to be very worried when I fall down things like that. Okay, it's still falling. Well, I want to just keep digging straight down. Ow. I got a great pressure plate out of that. This will cause some of the water to split up, I think, but it's not that big of a deal. I really just want to get down there. I'm not really worried about flooding the underworld, even as fun as that is. Look what we found. Alright, well. Yeah, clock. Boomerang, some silver, some this, that. Yeah, I got it. Ouch. Sticking to the plan. Just keep digging down. Same layer, unfortunately. Looks like someone else is playing the same game as me. Just making sure I'm lined up. Looks like we got into another cave network that's also being flooded. Keep going. Gotta be hitting at least the next layer soon. Actually, I think we did already. Yeah, we did. Piranhas. don't know if this is a new body of water or this is what I've already flooded. Well, now it's got someplace to go. Some glow sticks, I guess. Looks like we're still good to go. Alright. I have to do something about this whole, drowning thing. There we go. Once we get the tunnel made, it's not going to be so bad, because then I can just fall straight down, and most of the water will be further down below, so I don't really have to worry about drowning on my way down. I'll say that this playthrough's been a lot easier than my initial ones that I've done off-screen. Simply because I usually never find the underground jungle so soon. I usually find that, last. So I end up having to pretty much skip an entire tier worth of gear before I can actually get anything good. But getting, the blade of grass and the thorn chakra pretty much ensured an easy fight for me for a lot of the boss fights. After this layer, it's only just the underworld, so we'll know when we get there once we start seeing imps spawning and shooting fireballs at me from all directions through walls. Pretty much the imps are just like the wizards from the skeleton wizards from the dungeon. They're very, very annoying. They're always coming. But just like any other layer, you can actually build houses and stuff down there if bring NPCs down if you really care to. I've done it, but it's not really that beneficial, simply because the worms and the imps just keep teleporting in if you're way too deep. So it's generally best if you want to build a house for the underworld, build it before the underworld layer, to maybe 100 or so feet above it, and then just drop down into it from there. The cobwebs will at least be useful for making that other armor set, though I don't really need it. It's a ranged armor. It's pretty much for ranged fighters, and I'm not a ranged fighter, though I'm probably going to need to be for the next boss. So I don't think you can actually melee the wall of flesh, at least not effectively. Alright, well, let's throw one of these back down there. Let's see what we got. Alright. See the jellyfishes having fun with the new stuff I've given them. And it looks like we found another little, mine shaft area, so can't say no to treasure chest. Some gold, dynamite, another boomerang. We might have to head back up just to drop off all this stuff. A little annoying, but whatever. I mean, I could always choose to not pick them up, but what'll be the fun in that? Ooh, another clock. Well, something's getting flooded down there. I just opened the door. You can actually open and close the door fast enough. Well, not really. It doesn't matter if you do it fast or slow, but every time you open and close the door underwater, it actually destroys some of the water blocks. So that's one way to unflood your underwater house if you so desire. And yes, you can build underwater. It's pretty. It's tedious, but it's not impossible. You essentially do it the same way you would do it in Minecraft, but it's a little bit faster since you don't have to deal with the third dimension. Because you can do something like if this entire area was filled with water, you can just fill in these blocks here and then chisel them out, and then they'll be empty. And then when you chisel them out, they'll be hollow, and there won't be any water in it. That's essentially the idea. Space. Alright, let's go ahead and head back up. Yeah, I got a lot of junk. Get rid of the dirt. I don't need it. Actually, I could have trashed the dirt back down there, but whatever. And I want to go ahead and hold on to this mud. Mud, clay, that stuff. So many freaking potions. Yeah, I consolidated all my potions into one chest, or at least mostly one chest. I didn't remember to pick them up from the my other place near the dungeon. Get rid of these. Yeah, it doesn't matter if we keep. It doesn't matter if they're enchanted or not. I'm gonna end up using one of them for making a new boomerang, but it's not something I'm worried about at the moment. Now I've got pressure plates somewhere. There they are. Okay, that should be good enough. Let's keep going. Whee! Wow, this water. Are you serious? Is it really fully flooded? I'm impressed. I didn't know I had it in me. Okay, I might have a little bit of trouble getting rid of all this water. I wasn't expecting this much. I mean, I've been flooding all a bunch of side passages too, so I don't know what the deal is. I guess I've been just hitting every body of water all the way down, and so it's just adding to the amount that we got. Not that I mind. There you go. It's still flooding. Okay, I heard jars breaking, I don't know why. Don't do that. Do that. The rocket boots actually give you a little bit of illumination when you activate them. So you can use that for a little bit of light, but it doesn't last for very long. You're getting close at this rate. Yeah, we're getting a bit closer. There's silt now. Actually, no, that doesn't really help us. What we need to find is ash, actually. There we go. I guess the good news is I'm gonna have a very big present for the underworld once I find it. Problem is we're dealing with stone blocks. It's taking me a few more swings to actually break them. Oh, I guess water does break jars. I didn't know that. I thought it was lava only. Hair off my neck. There we go. Alright, I'm seeing lava. You can see it down there on the right corner. So we're getting there. Going. Yeah, these are just little pockets of lava though, it's not really... You'll know the nether when you see it. it's gonna have lava all the way, all along the bottom of it. Torch here, but I'll use it anyway. But I'm sticking to the plan. I'm going to dig right into this lava here. Gotta be a little bit more careful though. I don't want to accidentally nick the lava. I mean, it won't kill me in one shot, but it'll definitely hurt. Lava also flows just like water, but it's a lot slower. It's a lot more sluggish. Very similar to how Minecraft's lava is pretty sluggish as well. But maybe not as sluggish as Minecraft's. Uh-oh. Stop doing that. That looks fun. Let's get up here. Get that down there so I can actually see. There we go. Hey, the glow stick didn't burn out. Somehow. It's generally good to flood the underworld simply so you can get this layer of obsidian on top of the lava so you don't get killed so much. Sorry, sirens again. Hey look, a heartstone. I'm just gonna leave it there, I don't care about it. There's no point in collecting more of them unless you just want to sell them or just save them for a new character. Actually, do I... No, I don't have to. I don't think I do. Let's find out. Okay, no, I don't need to. I might have had to break it if it was in my way, but it wasn't. Alright. This video is probably just going to be one big long one. I don't really feel like breaking them up into parts. Just kind of lazy today, I guess. Besides, if I did break it up into parts, literally one part would be nothing but this. Just digging straight down. I mean, this is just a normal size map. It's not a huge one. I didn't expect it to be this deep. See? There was some lava there, but it didn't matter. Okay, so we just need to head right there. If you bring too little water on top of lava, it'll just evaporate. It won't get very far. So we just need to get it. There we go. Come on. There we go. Sometimes the lava flows in first, so it just ends up kind of giving you like an infinite obsidian thing going. Ouch. I'm on fire. Luckily, it put itself out. Alright. And you saw I lost about like 80 hit points from just one touch of it. There we go, that's a little bit better. Yeah, I know. At least all that excess water's going somewhere. Hello. Yeah, we're pretty close to the nether realm, because of that thing is here. You shoot these little ring things that will hover for a second and then fly straight for you. I believe they have a chance of dropping that actual spell. It's an actual spell you can learn. It's one of the ones I've used for a while as a mage. It was actually probably the first real spell that's actually useful as far as combat's concerned. So take that for what you will. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, that did 67 that time. And their spell does, when it hits you, does darkness on you. It's kind of annoying. But I definitely prefer them over fighting the imps at the moment, because they don't teleport, they just fly. Ouch, again, really? Okay, I think... Yeah, you stay on fire, so you're taking extra damage while you're on fire, but if you're already in water, it won't put itself out until you get out of the water and dip back into it. It's kind of annoying. Oh, here's a fire bat. Just like normal bats, but they're fire. They also die, I think. I think they die if they go into water. Yep, there it is. That's the nether layer. That's the, sorry, underworld layer. Keep calling it the nether. Stupid Minecraft. Go. Nick the water, and nick the lava again. Just trying not to die. But yeah, you can see the little veiny stuff in the background. That's the underworld layer. You can also tell from all the fire bats. And look, another heart crystal. Neat. Come on. Oh, come on. Stupid water, it's not flooding right. That's taken care of. Now I can actually throw another one of those down there. Oh, hello. we are, the Nether. Okay, this looks like normal stone. Hellfire arrows. Those are better weapons with strong knockback. Here's some colorful torches that are purple instead of red. And this is the stuff we need, is this rock here. And it's practically always in lava or on the surface. And if you touch it normally, you take damage, just like meteorites, unless you have the obsidian stuff. And look, here's the imps that I was mentioning before. And it set me on fire. Wow, that actually makes them a lot more deadly that they have that debuff now. Or dot, if you prefer calling it that. Anyway, some of the safer ways to be down here is to have a potion that makes you immune to lava. But I didn't really have access to that originally when I went down here, so I never bothered getting it now. But that's okay. What you can do, though, is you can kind of, ouch, how did that hit me? Okay. But yeah, what you can do is kind of chisel down underneath it, and then get the rock that way. Also, if you chisel out this hellstone, or whatever it's called, it actually turns into a little bit of lava, so you kind of have to be careful about that. Generally, the best way to do it, to take care of it, is just to have this flowing water and just flow water into it. Anyway, I'm going down here to get this. There's a bunch of these down here. These are hell forges. Are you serious? I can't get this with a regular hammer? Okay, that's very annoying. In order to actually work with this new material, we actually have to have one of these hell forges, which we can't use right now for some odd reason. I guess there is a reason for me to actually get a better hammer. Well, I'm just kind of looking around. There's also another type of chest down here, the shadow chest, which require the shadow key, which is what we got earlier in the dungeons. But I don't think they really have that much good stuff in them. Alright, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and teleport out. How's our inventory? Yay, for pressing wrong buttons. Alright. Get these potions away, put that away. Don't need silt. Oh, we do have obsidian, which is convenient, but I'll deal with that later. Question is what would, I have demonite, but I can't really use it. I'm trying to think of, like, materials to use. I've already used all my other materials. Okay, well, I'll see if a golden hammer does it. So let's do that. Gold hammer. If not, I just wasted 10 gold.